Well, hey, howdy, Cousin Rob. Quick update. We got the font squared away. It passed all the pressure tests and was A-OK, so I'm ready to reassemble and do the test fire. Now, on the filler plugs you sent me, both of them were leakers. I was doing a pressure test. The font didn't bubble, but I had bubbles coming up. So I looked at a couple different ways to go about doing this. I found a guy up in Canada that said he'll send me some lead seals, new lead seals, but with the mail that could take like weeks, so I thought I gotta find a quicker way to do it. And the problem was the face on the lead just wasn't smooth enough all the way around. So I had to figure out how to compress that lead so we'd get a good seal. You can't, you can do that by cranking the valve down, or the filler cap down really tight. But you can't use a wrench like this because it'll slip and it'll bugger up your edges. And what I did on both of these was I got rid of all the wrench rash on the body of the filler cap and replated them, so I didn't want to screw that up. And you can't use a star point like this because that only grabs the corners and you can't get enough pressure without messing up your brass. So I ended up building a tool. Yes, sir, Bob. I found my only 7/8 socket. And I didn't want to put it just on a regular guy like this because when you torque it down, you're putting your torque all on one side and that can deform this area. So I had to put wings on it so I could, give it equal torque. Now with the amount of torque necessary, I didn't want to risk putting it on your font and torquing it down and run any risk of buggering this up. So I got a old grandpa, my 316, my old workhorse font, and I used him as the base. So I screwed these guys in and I torqued this down really good and tight. Took my little tap hammer, went and undid it, and then put it back on and more. So I'm having too much fun. So finally, I got the lead faces on both of these, so they're good and flat, and they fit the profile. I did pressure tests on both of them. I did the bubble test underwater, and they are both solid as can be. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this all back together and do the test fire, and I'll send you the video. All right, thanks. Have a happy new year. Talk to you later. Goodbye.